Hello friends, how are you all doing this evening? For those of you who are returning, welcome my love, it's good to see you again. As always, I hope the time that you had before clicking on this video was a good time. Hope you feel rested and rejuvenated, and if you're not feeling rested and rejuvenated and you're feeling a little tired, I hope this video will help you rest or feel energized and replenished. I missed you, and I am hoping all kinds of wonderful, wonderful good things for you in this moment. Peace, joy, happiness, all that good stuff. And to those of you who are newly subscribed to me and you're new here, welcome to you as well. Good to see you. My name is Yasha. I also go by Taylor the Penguin, and I do these videos every night where I talk about being vulnerable. I try to be as authentic as I can be, and all of these videos are unscripted. And sometimes I will talk about like special interests. Sometimes I talk about serious spiritual stuff. It just really depends on the night. So welcome to the Yap sessions that happen in this particular series. New developments for those of you who are new and you have not seen one of my other videos, because like I said, I do these videos every night and I've been doing so for a little over a month. I actually have created a playlist with all of these videos in them, and I may be able to link that somewhere, maybe in the description or on the screen or something, so that if you are interested in just letting these videos play while you sleep, or you know, if you're cleaning your house and you want something to listen to, these videos are available for you to do so. So I'm really excited because I was actually moved to do that today. And I think that is all I have for my intro. I'm actually getting really good at putting on my jewelry while doing said intro. I'm actually really proud of myself. So as always, we're gonna start with our beautiful crystal mobile that I like to show at the beginning of my videos. I think it's really pretty, and it kind of sets the tone for like the sacred space. I'm here for it. I'm here for the sacred space. Let me see if I can get it to spin, because it was spinning yesterday and it was really pretty. I thought it was really pretty. Oh, there it goes. I love it. So yeah, today has been a phenomenal day for me. I'm very excited. Thank you for being so dumb. If anybody has seen regular show, Mordecai and Rigby are playing an arcade game, and they're going against the guy with the giant head. I forget what his name is, but he's like, please don't beat me. Please, no. I have a wife and kids, and this is all I have to my name, is being the best in the universe at this game. And they're like, okay, we'll throw the game for you. And then he's like, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being so dumb. And he's just a massive dick, and it's hilarious. And now, please get some water in. If you don't have water, pause the video, go grab some water. If you do have water, let's take a couple swigs together. 5 to be safe, 3 minutes and 33 seconds as I say that. So let's get it on. Absolutely delicious. When you have not had water in a long time, water tastes like it is fresh from a glacier. It tastes so good. Oh my gosh, today was actually an amazing day. There are some big changes coming and some big changes that happened today. I'm talking a little quieter than usual because my family, for the most part, is still awake. My parents are watching a show, excuse me, that they really enjoy, so you may hear that a little bit in the background. There is really no place in this apartment that I can do these videos quietly and there's no place that I can really do these videos where other sound doesn't get in the videos, which is why I usually do them later, but it's already past midnight. So if you're watching this video, by the time you're watching this, happy February 1st. We are officially in my birthday month. I'm a February baby, and February for me this year, for the first time, it's gonna be love month all month. I'm all about love. I'm all about opening up my heart chakra. I'm all about loving on myself. I'm all about loving on my family. I'm all about loving on my friends. That's the whole point this month, is just to put love in everything that I do. That is my goal. 5 minutes and 15 seconds as I say that. And, the last big thing, somebody's coughing. The last big thing that I did, as far as like my journey. So for those of you who are new here, I typically talk about my life and my journey in these videos. So it usually includes me talking about things that happened to me during the day. So I just recently, and I know those of you who've been watching like every single video of mine are like, oh my God, you're still talking about it? Yes, because I'm grateful as fuck. I just recently closed 2 old bank accounts that I had. 5 minutes and 55 seconds as I say this. 5 represents change, travel, uncertainty, like big things are coming. So I'm excited. Let me not get ahead of myself. So I got an email that said that I was done. I'm done with this bank. They took care of everything. Everything is closed, and now I only have 1 bank account. Nobody has access to it. Nobody else can see it, and I'm so happy about this. I received word from a couple of videos online that randomly popped up on my page, and I watched them, from creators that I didn't know, that said it was time for me to get my finances in order, and it was time for me to prepare myself for some new moves that I would be making in order to get me towards the things that I've been manifesting. So for those of you that don't know, when I started these videos, my big manifestation things have been, I would like to be paid and pampered to play. That's my first thing, meaning that I am able to make money and I am able to be taken care of and take care of myself, get my hair, my nails, and all that stuff done. I can do that by playing. So as long as I'm playing and I'm in a place of play, I am taken care of. All my base needs are met. This is something that I am manifesting. The next thing was that I would be moving out of this location into another location, out of my parents' apartment, because when I was married, which technically I'm still legally married, but I'm super separated. I've been like separated for 3 years now, almost. I think it's been about 3 years. And I was manifesting moving out of my parents' apartment and into a place with me and my sister, or me and a roommate, you know, or whatever the situation is, moving out. And then the last thing was having abundance, you know, having more than enough to take care of my base needs, being able to give back to other people and help other people. Those are the big 3 things that I've wanted. And for the longest time, I didn't feel like anything was happening towards those means. It was probably 3 or 4 months where I felt like there wasn't a whole lot happening that was moving me towards those things. And now there are little nudges that I've been getting every day. And then the biggest first milestone that happened recently was the bank account information. And I was told that I am going to start doing kind of my own business type situation. 8 minutes and 18 seconds as I say that, and 8 represents abundance, and to me it represents abundance, like financial abundance. Ooh. And so I was moved to start organizing my finances, start creating a budget sheet, start creating templates for certain things, because I was going to be creating a business. And I was like, okay. So I did that banking stuff. I think 1 or 2 days went by, and then today, yesterday when I woke up, it was a rest day. That's all we were doing. And I've said this so many times, if you ever wake up and you're like, man, I'm just really struggling to do things and to be motivated, it could be that you need rest. It could be that you need to recharge for some things that are coming down the pipeline, you know. Even when there are exciting things happening, it's incredibly important to make sure that you take time to rest. Okay, this is something that I have a hard time with, because I like to be go, 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 go. I like to get my shit done. I'm all about staying on top of it. In more ways than one. 9 minutes and 19 seconds as I say that. So, I have been moved to do nothing and to just rest for however long I've been moved to do that. So imagine my surprise when I woke up this morning and I was doing just a little bit of journaling. My legs still hurt from all the walking I did a couple days ago. But then I was moved to do a oracle reading for myself. I do tarot readings for myself. I don't usually do them for other people. And I've talked about that in another video a while ago. but I did an oracle reading for myself and I pulled 2 cards. One was the Fearless Love card, which was essentially saying lock into your heart chakra and lock into that heart energy center and love yourself and love others. 10 minutes and 10 seconds as I say this. And 10 represents new beginnings. It's 1, which represents leaderships and newness, and then 0, which also represents new beginnings. So excited. Okay, all right, let me calm down. But so I read that and I was like, okay. And then the second card was creativity. And I was like, creativity, what you mean? And then I read it and I realized I haven't been doing a lot of creative stuff. So I've been telling you guys for a while now that you need to lock into your inner child, that you need to really go back and remember what my last night's video was about, this same thing, that you need to go back and lock into your childhood inclinations. What did you do as a kid that made you laugh, that made you feel good, that made you feel on top of the world? Because those things typically are the things that will, in adulthood, when you find work that operates in those areas, that is when you feel the most fulfilled. Excuse me. So today, after I read that, I decided to let my inner child drive, and I was like, well, what does this mean, girlfriend? What does this mean? And then I felt, does this have to do with like what I wanted to ask? What am I supposed to do creatively? Because I noticed I don't actually do a lot of creative work. Like, I write music, I write lyrics, I write poetry occasionally, I write short stories, I'm very big into like sketching and things like that. Like, I'm very artsy-fartsy, if you will. And I haven't really been moved to do any of that stuff. So I was like, well, what could this be referring to? So when I'm struggling to figure out exactly where I'm being led spiritually, I will go on Google and I type in yes, no, wheel, yes and no, and then I find a wheel, like a random wheel online, and you can hit it, or I'll find like a coin generator that'll flip a coin. And for the yes, no wheel, I asked, does my creativity have to do with my content that I'm putting online? 12 minutes and 23 seconds as I'm saying this. And when I pressed the wheel, it said yes. And it was an emphatic yes. Like, my whole spirit jumped at it. And so I was moved today to go on Canva. And for those of you that don't know Canva, Canva is an amazing site that helps you build PowerPoints. It can help you with, I'm not sponsored by anybody at the time of recording this video. I usually just like to share the resources I use in case you guys want to get started with something and you're kind of trying to figure out where to go. So I used Canva. It's C-A-N-V-A, Canva. And you can just go on there and explore. You can make pamphlets, you can make flyers, you can make posters, you can do all kinds of stuff in there for free. And so I went in there and I looked up a brainstorming like map, because originally I was just going to go in a Word document and brainstorm some ideas, like content creation ideas. And I was super excited about it. My inner child was super excited about it. And as I was doing it, my brain kept going, okay, so when are we going to do that video? When are we going to create that content? And something that I realized that I feel like I need to share with somebody is, oftentimes for those of us who are very go, those of us who like having shit to do, we don't like sitting around and not doing anything. It can be very hard for us to take one thing that we are told by spirit and to just enjoy it and see it through. As I was brainstorming ideas, I played some video game music in the background. I was having a blast, but my brain kept trying to jump forward. 14 minutes and 14 seconds as I say this. My mind kept trying to shoot forward into the future and say, okay, well, if we do these videos and we create this much content and we pre-do these kind of skits, and like, I was trying to fully formulate these ideas. I had to push back from my desk, go, whoa. Today is just brainstorming day. That's all we're doing. We're just putting ideas to paper, because I was on my computer, was like, that's all we're doing today. We're not doing anything else. I wasn't moved to do anything else. I was moved specifically to just brainstorm and then watch content that made me laugh, watch other people's content that made me laugh. I was moved to go watch a video by Jadina, who I follow on here, and she does like prophetic, type messages and stuff like that on YouTube, and a lot of her messages have been very specific and have been almost prophesizing my life so far. So I've been very I get chills when I see some of her videos because they can be very specific. It's G. Her name on here, if you're looking for really good content of that nature, it's Jhadina, Jadina, and she's on YouTube. And my brain kept trying to go further and further and further. And I was like, what is this? What's going on? And really what it is it's my brain trying to control and get a handle on the situation. And the whole point of this spiritual journey is that I relinquish control, is that I allow 15 minutes and 55 seconds as I'm saying this, I allow success to happen to me. This particular spiritual journey, for those of you who are watching, it's not about working harder. You have already been working hard and shit hasn't been going the way that you wanted it to go. You haven't felt as fulfilled 16 minutes and 16 seconds as I'm saying this. So the whole point now is to lock into play and to do less. It's to do less and feel more, laugh more. That's the point. But for those of us who have been fighting all our lives, all my life I had to fight, for those of us who have internal gladiators who are constantly fighting on our behalf, for those of us who are used to having projects and we're used to just going, these types of things are incredibly difficult. And for some of you, for the things that you're asking for, the reason they haven't happened yet is because you have to learn to stop working so hard. Ooh, tummy, chill out. I had some very good food earlier, so my tummy's digesting. It tends to make a lot of weird noises, so I apologize. I had a deep dish pizza. I had 2 very large pieces of deep dish pizza. I had 3 pieces of corn like this big. I had some candy. I had some green juice that my mom made. It's got celery, cucumber, carrots, avocado, and some other really good stuff in it. So I ate tonight. I ate like a king tonight. It's been a long time since I've had food. Because we haven't had a whole lot of groceries in the house just because of, the way finances have been. So tonight I ate like a king. So my stomach might be very vocal throughout this video. I apologize ahead of time. But anywho, for those of us who are used to being in those situations where we've had to survive, we cannot take that survival mentality into the place of wealth that we want to go into. You cannot take that survival mentality into a relationship with a soulmate who you are coming to with love. You're wanting to be abundant. 18 minutes and 8 seconds as I'm saying this, you want there to be abundance in your life and in your relationship. So you have to get rid of this scarcity mentality. You have to get rid of the mentality of lack, 18 minutes and 18 seconds as I'm saying this, and you have to get rid of the need to work hard. Now, if you want to work hard just because you like doing it, that's one thing. But you have to change your mental paradigm from I have to work hard or nothing happens to regardless of what I do, success is assured. Regardless of what you do, success is assured. It is 95% this. It is 95% this and about 5% in the physical. Because up here, this is where the decisions are made. This is where the mental paradigms are switched. This is where the knowing happens, the understanding happens, and this is where all of the ideas and the downloads and the connectivity happens. It's here, and it's here. That's where it happens. It's not all out here in front of you. Okay? So, I don't know who needed to hear that, but on this journey that you're on, and you're like, what do I do? And when's my soulmate coming? And when's my business gonna flourish? Again, now is the time. Your job right now is to be your most authentic self, to connect with your spirit, to connect with your inner child, and to follow divine nudges. That is your job right now. You've got other stuff that you're probably doing during the day. Some of you have jobs that you're doing. Some of you, you're homemakers, you got kids. Some of you are just kind of chilling out and you're in between jobs. You're trying to figure out what to do. You're applying to jobs and nothing's happening. There's a lot of different people who are on this spiritual path right now. But those 3 things that I mentioned, that is your main responsibility right now. If that resonates with you. If that doesn't resonate with you, then there's something else you need to do, and you should probably sit and meditate on it for a while. But my brain kept trying to get ahead of me today. And it's like I couldn't just sit there and enjoy the process of brainstorming. So like I said, I pushed back from my desk, I got up, I walked, I did some early dinner prep. And then when I sat back down at the computer, I was back in it. I was excited. My inner child was giving me ideas. We were like, what about this? She was like, yeah, brainstorming is so good for you. I encourage you all to brainstorm. If you have questions about what you want to be doing, like as far as job goes, as far as relationships go, like what you want in a relationship, come up, go on Canva, or do it in a way that's fun and creative for you. If you're a person who likes scrapbooking, scrapbook it. If you're a person who likes making putting stuff on vision boards, do that. You can do vision boards in PowerPoint digitally. You can do them on Canva. There's so many different ways, fun, creative ways that you can connect with your inner child. If you're like a kid who growing up, you were big into magazines and you like flipping through magazines, go to Barnes & Noble, pick up a magazine that has to do with the things that you want and start brainstorming ideas. And remember, during the brainstorming phase, excuse me, let me drink some water really quick. During the brainstorming phase, there are no wrong answers. The whole point is to get it out on paper, to get it out of your head, to get it somewhere where you can see it. And then from there, you will be divinely guided on where you need to go. Historically, I have not been very successful. And when I say successful, I mean I haven't felt fulfilled doing content online. I used to do videos on YouTube where I would sing. I used to do skits on TikTok. I would give advice on TikTok. I used to do all kinds of little, I had a series for a long time that was, am I the only one who, and I would talk about 22 minutes and 22 seconds as I say that, I would talk about experiences that I had, and I was wondering if other people experienced them too, because growing up I always felt really weird. And those things got a little bit of attention, but I never felt fulfilled doing them. I never felt like I was actually helping people. I never felt like what I did mattered. And now I do. I started doing these videos again because I wanted to be authentic. I was in a point in my spiritual journey where my ancestors, my gut, my spirit, God, Allah, the universe, whatever you want to call it, said to me, it's time for you to trust the process. So start posting one video every night. Be vulnerable about your life, be authentic about your situation, be as raw as you possibly can be. And just do that consistently. And that's all I was moved to do for a month and some weeks. And I was like, there's gotta be something else. There's gotta be something else. And Spirit was like, nope, just that. And then there were other lessons that I had to learn outside of this. So it was interesting because as I was brainstorming, once I was able to calm my mind down, and then it got to a point where I was thinking ideas were coming to my head and I would just let them sit there. Because I realized as a creative person, it's almost impossible to stop from thinking about creative ideas. Once the ball gets rolling for me, I can't not have it happen. So instead of trying not to think about it, what I did was I would just let those thoughts happen and I wouldn't hang on to them. I would just let them go and I would continue to focus on the brainstorming aspect. And all the brainstorming were ideas for creating content. And I had so much fun. And then, right as I actually got to a point, funny enough, I actually got to a point in I typed in, ooh, I could do like unboxing videos when I get stuff in the mail, or if I order a package, or if I order a product that I really like and I'm, doing it, I can do product reviews and stuff like that. And then it was really funny because right as I type that in, my dad gets home from work and walks around the corner and goes, hey, you got a package. So I have a package. It's from my bestie. And I'm actually going to do like kind of a little unpackaging here with you guys so that you guys can see some of the stuff that I got. I know some of the stuff that's in here already. I love that it's popsicles. Isn't that cute? I love that. But yeah, so I did all of that, and before I open this, cut negative people out your life. Hit them with the ha ha ha. 25 minutes and 25 seconds as I say that. First off, don't run with scissors. Second off, cut negative people out of your life and cut the bullshit. Before I open this, that was all I did today. I didn't do any gaming like I was gonna do. I just focused on brainstorming. So I've got some ideas for content that I may or may not do. We're gonna see what happens. And then I was moved to do some other things, but I'm not moved to talk about that just yet, which is interesting, and it gets me super excited. So listen, as you are on this journey, pay attention. Pay attention to things that happen that otherwise you would think, oh, this is really small. Like, oh, somebody gave me a gift card, for $5 on Amazon, or, I got a package in the mail, it's a little tester perfume packet from Mary Kay or whoever. I don't use Mary Kay. I just pulled that out of my ass. But the thing is pay attention and be grateful for things, because again, I am still grateful for the bank situation, switching bank institutions. I'm so grateful that that was such an easy process. I'm still grateful for that. And I still think about it. I'm not talking about it as much with people around me because I know that it can be tiresome to hear somebody go on and on and on about something. So, but for you, if you are going through things and you have things to be grateful for, you can always put them here in the comments because I will celebrate with you. Because when you place your gratitude out there and you're like, oh my gosh, this thing blew my mind, the universe hears, let me give you more shit to blow your mind. Let me give you more stuff that you wanted. So if somebody online compliments you and you're on a soulmate journey, that's the perfect time to be like, oh, somebody complimented how I looked. That is a sign that I am desirable. 27 minutes and 27 seconds as I say that. If somebody holds a door open for you and you walk through, notice them, acknowledge them, say thank you, and say to the universe, thank you that this person held the door open for me because I would love for my soulmate to hold doors open for me. It's all about connecting that thing that you're trying to get, connect it to your now experience, because the more you connect it to your now experience, the faster and the more you're going to see other things that are letting you know, they're notifications that your stuff is coming, that things are happening. But again, really enjoy where you are right now. I was using the potty and I sat there and I laughed to myself and I said, this is so cool. Like I was literally peeing, and I know that's TMI, but I was like, this is so cool that I'm in this part of my life where I am doing these videos, 28 minutes and 28 seconds as I'm saying this. I'm doing these nightly videos because I was moved on a nudge. Half the time in these videos, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about. I'm just doing them. I'm just talking. I'm just yapping. That's it. And I've gotten already, I don't do math, but I started this channel, like I started doing those videos with 777 subscribers and I'm already up to 936. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, guys. And that was just because I followed a nudge. I didn't do anything else except post these videos, and I haven't been putting hashtags all over them. I haven't been using titles that are popular. I'm not using search engine optimization. I'm not using keywords. These are all marketing terms, by the way. I'm not using any serious marketing to get these videos out there. I thought I was going to need to at one point, but Spirit said, we're going to show you something. 29 minutes and 29 seconds as I say that. So for some of you out there, the reason your journey is happening the way it's happening is because the universe is trying to show you something. It's trying to make a point. Some of you, you did have people who told you you weren't going to have the things that you wanted. They kind of laughed at you for the shit that you wanted. They said that it was ridiculous. You had people who didn't believe. Some of you had partners, friends, and even family members who gaslit you, some of you had situations where you were placed on the back burner. People did not see your value. They did not see what you brought to the table, and because they didn't see it, and a lot of you were raised not to see it, you don't even see what you bring to the table. You don't understand how powerful you are, how beautiful you are, how handsome you are, how strong you are, how grounded you can be. Some of you don't realize that when you walk into a room, you change the temperature. We always hear about people who walk into rooms and they light up any room they walk in. My sister, who has 3 kids, is one of these people. When she walks into a room, you cannot help but you cannot help but see her. She's so bright, and it happens whenever I go out with her. People see her, and she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. And her spirit is gorgeous. She loves people. She loves taking care of people. When she started having kids, I was like, no, they're going to have a dope-ass mom, because their mom loves people, and their mom's going to love them. And for me, I was always like, I don't really have that. And then somebody told me, they're like, it's not a light. For you, it's not a bright light necessarily. It's a feeling. When you're around, we do miss when you're not there, because there's a feeling. It's like a temperature change in the room. It goes from being cold to being a little warmer. There's a little bit more laughter. People feel a little better about themselves. This is a gift that I was blessed with so that I could help other people, because I love to see other people shine. I said, 31 minutes and 31 seconds as I say this, I said at one point that my goal in life is to be a canvas. My goal is to be the night sky. I want to support y'all, the stars. If you ever go into a jewelry store, like a really expensive jewelry store, the background for a lot of the jewels is black velvet or black silk. And it's because it makes that diamond, it makes that star pop. You see it better. There's a reason you don't typically see stars during the day. And so I always said, I am that background. I want to support y'all. I want to see y'all shine. I want to see y'all win. I want to help y'all realize how incredible you are, because you are. You guys are incredible. I read these comments and they're well thought out. I read these comments and people are talking about things that are really interesting to them. One of you was playing, you may have been playing Sekiro or another game, and you were talking about how you listen to these videos when you play video games. First off, that's fucking dope. Thank you. I'm honored. I never thought in my life that a person who is a gamer who plays video games would be listening to my content while they game. That is such a fucking honor, because gamers to me are some of the, I know they're nerds. I know we're big ol' nerds, but gamers are some of the coolest people to me. And it's just because you guys are doing something that I think the world could benefit from, which is locking it into the things that you enjoy and not allowing other people's judgment. Like the amount of women I've heard say, I wish my boyfriend didn't play video games. Now, if they're saying it because they're like, I wish we spent more time together, that's one thing. But the amount of people who I hear people are like, well, you're grown, you're in your 40s and 50s playing video games. Yeah. Because at every stage of your life, you should be locked into your inner child. At no point should you be thinking, I'm too old to play. It doesn't have to be video games. Play can be a plethora of things. But at no point should we say, I don't want to play no more. Why? Life is boring. Life is so boring without it. Think about it. When you're intimate with your partner, or those of you who are attracting partners, and those of you who are into, adult playtime, if you will, that's play. That is an adult version of play, but it's still play. And so many people who deal with, sex therapy and couples counseling, when they talk about sex in particular, they say it's important to relax and to be playful. one of the reasons why some of y'all need to play is because you're wanting these super hot and passionate relationships, but you're not playful enough. You're not playful enough for that to happen yet. The other person cannot constantly, 34 minutes and 34 seconds as I say this, it is not the other person's responsibility to make you a more playful person. It'll help if you're already playful, and then you guys can play off of each other. Ooh, delicious, delicious, delicious. But yeah, man. So lock into it. Lock into the play. And also lock into how amazing you are, because oh my god. Oh my god. I go. When I go and I look in the comments, I'll go to y'all's pages and I'll look at the stuff you do. I'll look at your pictures. I go and I see what's up. I see you. I see what you be up to. And I love it. I love it. And for those of you who are new subscribers, I look forward to, you know, lurking on y'all's channels and y'all's stuff as well to see what y'all up to. Excuse me. And I don't mind the people who don't post anything. If you just have a YouTube account and I go and it's like no content, that's perfectly fine. That is perfectly fine. Y'all are some of my I keep saying this. Some of my favorite people are lurkers. 35 minutes and 35 seconds as I say that. They just lurk on other people's videos and they just kind of give their silent support. They're just hanging out in the wings. I love that shit. But yeah, man. So now is the time. Lock it in. You are amazing. And now we can open this package. Alright, so a little bit of ASMR. This might be a little loud, so just bear with me. I don't usually open stuff on camera. I think I opened one package on camera once when I was on TikTok. And I managed to, I think it was my camera, wherever that camera is. It was like a computer camera that I bought a long time ago. I have no idea where it is. Alright. So something that is in here I think is specifically for my birthday. I could wait, but I think I'm gonna open it anyways. So we've got this, something else that's wrapped up. Kind of looks like an ice cream cone. Isn't that cute? That's so pretty. I love wrapping paper. I love packaging paper. Oh, so it's a box and she put stuff on here. And then here is another box and she put stuff on here. So, you all excuse me because this writing is actually kind of bright. So we're putting on our, ooh, smudges, ew. Okay, so we are putting on our glasses. So this one, there are gems. Oh, so I wish I had brought something to clean my glasses with in here. Fuck, I didn't. I told my bestie a while ago, she makes jewelry. And I had put her Instagram information in another video that I did, and I'll try to find it and put it in this one because I'm going to show y'all the stuff that she makes. So if you're interested in buying it, you can. You don't. For those of you who are new here, you never have to buy anything that I'm talking about. You also never have to like, comment, or subscribe. If anybody ever comes across my videos and you just see stuff and you're just here, do not feel pressure to do that, because if this content is meant to get to other people, it's gonna find them one way or the other. So never feel pressured, because the reason I say that is because I used to be a person that felt pressured. Like, people would be like, comment, and subscribe, and the only video that I saw that they did was one video that inspired me or one video that I liked, and then I would be subscribed to them for years and not really care for their other content. So that's why I say that, because I've been in a position where I don't want to see more of a content creator on my page. You posted one video that was for me, I liked that video was great, I don't want to see you ever again. So that's why I say that. So I only want y'all to see my content if you want to see it. I don't want y'all to be in a situation you're like, ugh, why am I seeing her again? This is crazy. I wish this bitch would stop showing up on my page. Goddamn, she's always over here talking about some spirituality. Lock it in, you're fucking beautiful. She's always saying the same shit. Damn. I mean, I would hope that nobody would feel that way, but I mean, you know, by sheer numbers. I keep trying to like make this hair. Ooh. The wig cap. You didn't see that. Just pretend you didn't see it. Okay. So I was telling my bestie at some point that I wanted to get some crystals that would help me hear better spiritually, because sometimes my mind, the voices in my head can get kind of loud. So I asked her if she would send me crystals that specifically deal with those things. So in this box, it says the gemstones in this item are carnelian, jasper, sunstone, and citrine for creativity, motivation, abundance, positive energy, vitality, manifestation, and divine hearing. Bestie, you better work. You better work, bitch. So we open it, and this is what it looks like inside. Ah. Oh my goodness. Wait. Hold the phone. So she has something wrapped around this. So I think we're going to do this one first. So let's see. It got a little tangled in the box, but wait, these are the glasses chains that she made me. Oh my god, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do this in a way where you all can see what's happening. Okay, so I think this goes through here. And girl, I know you watching this, so hopefully I'm doing this all right. So I think how this works, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, I forget how this works. Oh wait, no. So here are the loopies for the glasses. Okay, so we're gonna try this. Now y'all be patient with your girl. Be patient with your girl, because I'm kind of an old lady when it comes to stuff like this. So I feel like it goes like this. Like I feel like I put this part, this stretchy part around the first glasses thing. But my glasses, I think my bars are thicker than hers, so it may not work the way I want it to, but let's find out. It's funny because I was just about to be like, the little hole here isn't big enough. It's like any hole is big enough if you're dedicated. And it is. Don't worry, my glasses consented, as did the chain. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Wait, let me push it here. And then on this side. And girl, I hope I'm not butchering this process. Okay, and then it goes on this side there. And then, let's see, so I think, how does it go? I think it goes like this. So I think, put it around my neck like that. Don't laugh. And then I think it goes like this. Oh my god, y'all. I am in love. Bestie, you ate and left no crumbs. These are so pretty. Look at that. And then I can be reading stuff like. So anyways, I can. Girl. No, you ate with that. That is so pretty. That is so pretty. Look at that. It's got like, aren't those pretty? This is gorgeous. This is so pretty, girl. Yes, creativity as well. And then this says, what is this? Gemstones in this item. Oh, it's another one? Girl, you spoil me. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Guys, I feel so blessed. Y'all, get you friends. Get you people who want to see you fucking win. Because I told her, she was like, oh my gosh, look how pretty that is. Yeet. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh, look at the wings. Okay, let's see. Can you, oh, other side. Other side, can you see that? That is so pretty. The chains are all gold. So this one here is Jasper, Tiger's Eye, and Black Obsidian. And it's for vitality, strength, protection, and grounding. Girl, you already know I need that. So I have to figure out how I'm going to have these in a way where they don't get tangled. So I'm gonna put this back in here. And then I'm actually gonna set this back in this other box. But she actually told me, she gave me like a little, tutorial with these. So watch this. Do I want to, actually, yeah, no, I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna take these off really quick so that you can see how this actually works. Again, you don't have to buy anything or go anywhere. I just think this shit's cool. So that's the chain, and it goes around the back like that. But she said you can actually unhook. So there's a hook right there, and she said you can unhook it, and it comes off like that. So the dangly is still there, right? So you unhook it. Oh my god, this is so cool. I don't think I've ever owned anything this cool. Hold on. And you take it off, so the danglies are still on your glasses, but then you actually hook these clasps together like that, and it's a fucking matching necklace, bitch. Girl. They get, who is she? Talking about some turn to page 394, bitch. Yes. Oh my god, I love these. Oh. What is this? I'm just opening boxes now. This is crazy. Bestie, thank you so much. Happy birthday to me. She sent me stuff before my birthday because she's like out of town. I will not divulge the actual day of my birthday on here, but it is gonna be soon. This is a little tangled, but I do want to untangle this. For those of you who thought there was going to be more talking about content, there might be. These videos tend to be an hour and at least 15 minutes long, so just hang in there, Budro. Hang in there. As an aside comment, I'm starting to think I might play video games that are offline. Because right now, 46 minutes and 46 seconds as I say that, because right now my biggest concern has been my internet connection. And I think I'm going to start playing games I already have downloaded that don't require like internet connection. That way when I stream, it'll be less problematic that way. Usually what I will do with these necklaces is I keep playing with them until they untangle. Because, and it's funny, I never actually look at how to do it per se. I just kind of like do this until it gives. And I don't know if that's wise, but that's what I do. I don't believe in trying to force things. You know, I'm all about that gentle. Actually, I think I can just unclasp this and maybe it'll do it. What did I do? Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, is this like a bracelet combo? This could be a bracelet combo. This is so pretty. Look at that. That's so pretty. She makes such pretty jewelry, y'all. Like, bestie, I'ma sport your stuff. I don't even know if I want to buy more jewelry at this point. I'm all about supporting my people. So this is amethyst. So this is my birthstone. So for those of you that don't know, those of us who were born in February, our birthstone is amethyst. And amethyst is actually connected to your crown chakra and your third eye chakra. So I love this. Thank you, boo. I know she's been super duper busy with stuff. She's been out of town and she's been traveling, which is again why she sent me this stuff. But thank you, girl. Who is she? She is stone cold stunning. That's who the fuck she is. Fuck with your girl. As a side note, y'all never have to send me things, but if you do and I like it, yeah, I would be in a coffee shop on some. Just drink my water. Oh, my soulmate, is that you? Oh, these? Oh, these are just my glasses, like my accoutrement to my glasses that match my necklace. Oh, you like them? You want my number? Stop. Like, oh, girl, I love these. I really need to wear earrings with this. These are so fucking pretty. Y'all, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. That's crazy. But I am tired of wearing my glasses. So look at that. These are so pretty. So I'm gonna put her Instagram in my description if anybody's interested. I've never had a glasses chain that doubles as a necklace that allows me to have like jewelry on my glasses. I've never had that. And I love this because I actually am planning to get more glasses. I have to go and get my eyes checked again because my prescription is actually ass right now. And when I go do that, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm going to order some more glasses. And that my bestie made this too. Like, she made this. I typically will wear during these videos. I always wear a lot of her stuff during my videos because it just feels good to wear things that people who love you made. Oh, that is so cute. I love it so much. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna put her stuff in my description if you guys are interested. So let's see now, how do I put this back? So I think okay, so you just take the clasp and you clasp it back to the hook on the gold part. And you have it there again for your glasses. I love this so much. Thank you, girl. Thank you, girl, because you know I can't see, so I gotta drive with my glasses, and now I can drive in fucking style. Let's fucking go. But yeah, what was I saying? And again, I have to figure out a way to repackage these to where I need a jewelry box. That's really what I need. One for like bracelets and necklaces and stuff like that. But yeah, I always prefer to wear and use things from... There was this big push for a long time, and I think there's still a push for people to support like Black-owned businesses or, you know, businesses by various, you know, underrepresented and marginalized groups. And for me, I am a big fan of doing that. But for me, I am also a big fan of supporting the people that I know. Because something that I've noticed is that when it comes to certain family members, your family and friends are always asking for discounts. And I never wanted to be that person. Oh, and then I also have this, which is my birthday gift. Now, I don't know. I think it's my birthday gift. I don't know what this is. So I'm not going to show it in case it's anything crazy. It's long. I told her I was out of incense. Y'all, I'm a sucker for incense, and she got me some jasmine incense. Oh my gosh. So for those of you that don't know, jasmine is actually my favorite tea, jasmine tea, and that's what these tattoos represent. And so the smell of jasmine, the flavor of jasmine, I love it. Calm down, stomach. It's not food. You know when you're such a big bag that anything that you smell and it's like, that smells great, and your stomach's like, food? No. Calm down, bruh. Thank you. Thank you, girl. Oh my gosh. I am so blessed. May her pillow be cold on both sides. May she have her back blown out. May she always be loved and supported. May her spirit show her her enemies so she may cut them off. May she always get the support she needs. And may she always have a perfectly hot bowl of ramen noodles waiting for her whenever she wants it. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Thank you, girl. I love it. I love everything. I love all of it. Perfect birthday right here. I don't need anything else. I don't need anything else. I'm so happy. And then it came in the cutest little papers too. I'm trying not to hoard stuff, but this is so cute. I kind of want to have it and use it, and you know, whenever I get the finances to be able to buy people some gifts. I wish y'all could smell this. It smells so good. I'm so grateful. Oh, thank you, girl. Oh my gosh, y'all. But yeah, wow, that's crazy. Be in a season of receiving. Receive. Receive. I feel so loved. The beginning of my birthday month, February 1st. By the time some of y'all are seeing this, it's February 1st, and this is the first day of love. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about love. Just a little bit. But I didn't really know what I wanted to say about it. I think one of the things... Is that a hair? It's probably a hair. I think one of the things that I wanted to say about love is it's really easy to ask for love when you're a person who is used to taking. And it's really easy to give love and have no expectations when you're a person who's used to giving it. So I think both of these people, something that I encourage you to look at is how you love. How do you love other people? When you say the words, I love you, to somebody, what does that mean to you? 55 minutes and 23 seconds as I say that. What does love mean to you? If somebody were to tell you, well, how do I know that you love me? What are the types of things you do when you love a person? Can you tell them those things? If not, it's okay, but now's a really good time to figure that out. We oftentimes talk a lot about love languages. It's a big one. And if you are a person who's heard a lot about love languages, I encourage you to go and re-look up those languages because they've actually been redone. People notice that it's not a you either have this or don't have this. All love languages are on a slider. It's a scale. So some people prefer things over other things. Some people, they would rather this during this time. They'd rather something else during another time, but it is a slider. And then they've redone them. I need to look them up to where it's not just the ones that we typically have seen. So gift giving, quality time, touch, physical touch, communication, and then there's something else that I can't remember. But I've heard a lot of people say, well, this is mine, and they kind of just leave it at that. But I would encourage you to explore what love do you like receiving and what do you like giving, because those aren't always the same thing. And what makes being in a relationship fun, for those of you who are in a relationship, 56 minutes and 56 seconds as I say this. So for those of you who are in a relationship watching these videos, I encourage you to explore those questions with your partner, especially if you don't usually. Something that I used to do with my partner was I would do what I heard called a pulse check, and I would do it every other week. And essentially what that was I would come to him and I would lay out the red carpet and I would say, what are some things that are working in the relationship for you and what are some things that aren't working? And let's explore why. And the reason I wanted to do this was because I wanted to lay the foundation for us to look at challenges in our relationship as something we both work on. Instead of it being a, I'm against you, you're against me, we're both sitting on the same side of the table going, this is the challenge. How do we as a team deal with it? And that is a common thing that I see in, 57 minutes and 57 seconds as I say this. This is a common thing I see in what people would call successful relationships, where two people love and respect each other. They seek to solve problems together. They don't see each other as the problem. They don't see each other as competition. They're both on the same team. And it can be tough when you're dealing with a person who you feel like is not on your team. So I think for those of you who are about to be in relationships, y'all got some soulmates coming down the pipeline, it's a good idea to know yourself enough to where when you're dating, you can talk about this type of stuff. What your love languages are, what you like receiving from other people. Again, deal breakers are incredibly important, but I feel like we talk a lot about deal breakers. We talk a lot about what is the other person bringing to the table. We talk a lot about the rules and the etiquette of dating and the do's and don'ts, but we don't really focus on the love part. Because for me, 58 minutes and 58 seconds as I say this, for me, if I'm dating somebody and it turns out that we are not compatible, I don't see that as a waste. Because that was an experience I got to experience with another human being. I got to create a connection with somebody, even if it didn't go somewhere else. And one of the reasons I don't like dating apps is because of this very thing. I believe that dating apps, in some cases, in a lot of cases, can cause people to think about each other as things to be achieved, as things to be conquered, as results to have, something that they can mark off their list. And if you can get into a place where you are going into dating or making friends even as a person with an open heart, what you notice is you see people as people. And when you're dealing with people as people, you're not as upset if you go out on a date with somebody and maybe not every question got answered. You know? Maybe not everything went exactly according to plan, but you got to learn something about the other person. You got to learn a little bit more about humanity in general. You know? Like, I'm really enjoying getting to know people right now. I had somebody that I was getting to know there for a while, and I was kind of, vulnerability moment. I was in a place where I found him very attractive. We got along pretty well. We had really great conversation. But at the time that we were talking, I was like, what is going on? Like, I like being around him. I'm very attracted to him, but I'm not moved to try to make this anything else. But he was clearly ready to lock it into a we are dating and we are gonna date and become, we are dating. And so I told him, we were hanging out at one point and I was like, hey, I am not 100% sure what I'm doing. An hour, 1 minute, and 1 second as I say this, I told him I just got done being mad at my ex just now, like maybe a week ago. And because I'm not 100% on what I'm doing relationship-wise, I don't want to pursue anything with you right now. Because the last thing I'm going to do to you is be dating you and realize there's something else that I'm trying to do or that I'm needing to do, and then you are all of a sudden on the back burner. And he was like, I can respect that. I can respect that. And so, we talked and we were hanging out there for a little while. But full transparency, once I started really locking into this soulmate journey, part of the interesting thing that started happening is I was moved to stop speaking to certain people. And I was not going to talk about this. I was not going to talk about this at all. But there are certain people, particularly men in my life, who they reach out to me when they are wanting something. And I know they're wanting something because they tend to reach out at around the same times of the year and they don't realize they're doing it. It tends to be around like when summer's coming up or when spring is coming up. It tends to be at night after a certain time, and I tend not to get a lot to work with in conversation. So I would notice I was carrying the conversation a lot. And then I also would notice that we would be going back and forth, and with some people, then I would be sending, solid paragraphs because I like to text. I enjoy it. Not all the time. Sometimes I get pretty tired, but and then they would just start to ghost me or they wouldn't respond for days. Now I know people are busy, but these people showed interest. They showed romantic interest and were like, no, I'm kind of trying to see where you're at, but I'm not kind of trying to see where nobody's at. 3 minutes and 13 seconds as I'm saying this. And so I meditated on it, and something Spirit told me was, you have got, and this 3 minutes and 23 seconds, so this is for somebody watching this video right now. You could be male, you could be female, you could be anywhere on the gender spectrum, you could be any ethnicity. This is for you. 3 minutes and 33 seconds as I am narrowing down into you and letting you know. If you are manifesting a soulmate, you have got to stop entertaining people who you know are not for you. Okay? I mean that in the most loving way possible. Love these people from a distance, but stop responding to messages that are coming through super late at night when you are typically asleep. Unless you're up and you just be texting everybody. But don't give people access to you who you are not going to give access to you. If you are looking for a connection with somebody, you should not be out here entertaining people you know you don't have a connection with. And when I say entertaining, what I really mean is stop playing with these people's emotions. Some of you don't think that's what you're doing because you don't see yourself as attractive. You don't see yourself as desirable. So you don't think you could ever be the type of person who is stringing somebody along or playing with their emotions, but some of you are. And some of you don't even realize you're doing it. 4 minutes and 44 seconds as I say that on the hour, because some of you are just really nice. You're really friendly. And a lot of people, I'm feeling a lot of people have mistaken that friendliness as you maybe wanting to be intimate, but then those people aren't ready to commit to you. And when we talk about commitment, here's the thing. Commitment, all commitment is, and I say all it is because the word commitment is heavy, but what commitment really is that when I want to talk to you and you want to talk to me, we talk. When I need help, you are there for me, or you communicate if you cannot help me. You don't leave me on red. You actually communicate like an adult. Commitment doesn't have to be you're committed to dating. It can be that you're committed to talking. You're committed to having conversation. People have been coming up with all kinds of phrases for the different stages of dating, and for me, a person like myself, I could not care less about any of those phrases, the words, the lingo. I don't give a fuck. 5 minutes and 55 seconds on the hour as I say this. My thing is, if I'm interested in you, I'm going to let you know romantically I'm interested in you. If that scares you, then we are not compatible. We're not to be together, and that's okay. The reason why I think right now, as you are looking for your soulmate, it's an important thing to get very clear on the things that you're flexible on and the things that you're not flexible on, so that when you run into people, you're not working from a place of desperation. You're working from a place of, I know my worth, I love myself, and I know that love is coming for me. I know that love is in abundance out here. So I'm not just going to be with anybody just because they want to be with me. Just because somebody wants to be with you does not mean that they are for you. You know? I don't know who I'm talking to. I wanted to talk about love, but I didn't think this was the path we were going to take to get there. So, stop entertaining people that you have no intention of being with. If you know that that person's not for you, leave them alone. Let them go off. 7 minutes and 7 seconds as I say that. Let them go off and find other people to entertain themselves with. And some of you, I get it that you're really nice, but this is a part of boundary setting, my love. This is really important for you to lock into. Because again, I'm not saying that these people are bad people. In fact, for a lot of people, at least now, for me, it's the contrary. These are really nice people who I actually could see myself in a relationship with, but that connection is not there. And the thing is that I've met people who I'm friends with now who I had an unmistakable connection with when I met them. Because I've had people say, and you may have had people say this to you too, where some people will say, well, you have to date somebody for a certain period of time because sometimes you don't recognize that they're your soulmate until you've been with them for a certain amount of time. I actually disagree with this. And the reason I disagree with this, it's my own opinion, is because every person in my life who I have, every friend in my life, every true friend that I have, when I met them, there was an unmistakable pull I had to these people. I don't mind reaching out to them first. I don't mind double texting them first. I don't mind being the person who says, I want to hang out, I'll come to you. Because there was a connection there. And they felt it too. This has been with family members of mine, like family of affinity, people who were not blood related to me, but they came into my life through my parents. People who my parents were friends with, who my parents don't really talk to, but I talk to them all the time because there's a connection there. So when it comes to your romantic interests, when it comes to you trying to lock it in and attract your soulmate to you, those connections exist and they are there for you. They're there for everybody. A lot of people don't want to believe that they exist because they don't want to look stupid. They're afraid of it not happening in a way where it's big. They're afraid that it won't happen at all. And so a lot of people will poo-poo on it. So that's why 9 minutes and 9 seconds on the hour as I say this, if you talk about soulmates to people, a lot of people will shit on it. But it was interesting because when I was watching this podcast that I be watching, the Clueless podcast that I be watching, two of the guys, gamers, the broiest of bros, if you will, two of them said at one point, you know, if I locked it in with my soulmate and I found her and she passed, I don't know if I'd be cool with getting remarried. Again, these are the broiest of bros, bro. And I was shocked. I had to rewind it because I was like playing Scrabble as I was listening to the podcast. I rewound it. And one of them, he said, no, yeah, because I take marriage serious as fuck. He was like, if I like you enough to lock it down with you, you are my woman, that is it. 10 minutes and 10 seconds on the hour as I say that. Some of you ladies out here, or some of you people out here who are attracted to men, some of you have been seeing a lot of ain't shit dudes out here, and you've been assuming that's the dating pool. Well, we know how the universe works. Whatever you say is created because you are powerful. Regardless of whether people believe they are powerful or not, we are speaking things into our lives daily. Every day, every moment of every day we're speaking. Now there is a delay, so certain things will take a while, but we're always speaking into our space. And when I started saying, no, I think they're solid men out here, I think they're amazing men out here, I started seeing more of them, and I started seeing more of them often. In my life, I have about 8 men, 10 men in my life who are solid dudes, who I wouldn't mind going out here and wing-womaning for them. But you know what's funny? A lot of the women that I've met, they're not ready for dudes like that. They're not ready for solid, salt-of-the-earth dudes because you're used to dating trash. And trash has no gender. Trash has no ethnicity. There's trash everywhere. So when I say this, I'm not just talking, a lot of times when I'm referring to certain genders, it's because that's what I'm moved to say. So there is somebody watching this video who this is for them. So if it doesn't resonate with you, it doesn't resonate, and that's totally fine. It's totally fine, my love. Most likely at some point, I'll do a video that is for you. So hang in there. Hang in there. But there are a lot of good dudes and there are a lot of good women out here. And a lot of y'all, because of your track record, you don't believe that they exist. So then you'll miss them. But you want it. You want these good people. You cannot want good people and simultaneously believe that there are no good people out here. You cannot have those same beliefs. Those are conflicting. You have to believe that good people exist. You have to believe that we are not a rarity. You have to believe that if you have a solid heart and I have a solid heart, other people have solid hearts. There is a person who is ready to lock it down with you 10 toes down until the wheels fall off. There is somebody out here who is manifesting you because if you want it that bad, someone else wants it that bad. There are a lot of people who over the past 5 years have been fucked over massively and they are tired. They're tired of dating. They're tired of playing the field. They want to lock it down. It is more people out here. There are more people out here than you realize. 13 minutes and 13 seconds on the hour as I'm saying this. I want to inspire you all to love fearlessly. Be fearless with your love. When you like somebody and you're dating them, do not be shy about telling them that you're attracted to them and that you like them. I don't know where we got it in our minds that we needed to play our cards super close to our chest. If you're dating somebody because you're attracted to them, let them know that. Communicate worries or concerns that you may have. You know? I mean, on the first date, obviously you don't want to drop anything super duper heavy because you just met this person. But if you are going to have a second date and they're going to have a second date with you, it's a good time to communicate. It's a good time to talk about all kinds of important shit. Gone are the days where we are faking the funk, where we are getting people in these relationships, and then finally, when you and that person inevitably let down those masks, you realize the person you're with is not a person you should be with. Gone are those days, 14 minutes and 14 seconds as I say this, because now it's time to be authentic, not just so that the world can see you, but so that the person manifesting you is able to find you and y'all can lock it in together. You don't want to be out here dressed up as this person who does things that you don't actually like doing, and then the person who loves those things finds you, and now you're locked into having to do all that shit with them, and you're like, I don't even like this shit. You don't want that. But they are out here for you. Friendship, community is out here for you. It's ready. It doesn't have to get ready. You are ready. I read something today that said a lot of people think that they're in the place they need to be and they're just waiting for their soulmate to get on board. But the thing about soulmates, my love, is that you all are actually direct reflections of each other. So whenever you feel like you don't have work to do, that other person is working on themselves. And then usually within a couple of days, you will start to feel like there's something you need to work on. Because soulmates, kind of the nature of that connection is that it's two people constantly working toward growth of their highest good. So getting into a soulmate, like right now, by wanting a soulmate, you are locked into a spiritual contract where you are doing things to reach, or not to reach, but to continually grow. You are growth focused. If you're looking for a soulmate, you are growth focused simply by wanting that path. So that's why right now is such a delicious time. 50 minutes and 55 seconds as I say that. It's a delicious time for you right now. Because you're locking into who you are. You're locking into what you want. And so now is a good time for you to lock in to how you love. Lock into how you love so that you can accurately tell somebody what that is. Write it out. And then turn it into some spark notes. Make it something that you can explain in like 90 seconds. Not because you have to and not because it's rushing, but you want to get to know the way you love. You want to get to know how you want to be in a relationship to the point where you can explain that with confidence. Again, we want to cut out excess, like unnecessary shit when we're dealing with others. That's really what you want to do. You want to get rid of all of that bullshit. And one of the ways that you do that is you know yourself. Know thyself and love thyself. You are amazing. You are amazing. There's not a lot y'all have to do in order to attract a person. Most of it is bringing that amazing light out so that you're out, so that people can see you. Focusing on the things that matter to you, focusing on the things that you love, and then loving others unapologetically and fearlessly. So what if people hurt you? So what if people think you look silly? Fuck them. They didn't sign up for this journey. Maybe that's what they want and they're not saying anything. It's so much easier for people to bully and make fun of you from a place of complete safety than to be vulnerable. It's hard to be vulnerable. It's hard to talk about where you are. It's hard to talk about what you want. One of the people that I was hanging out with, he told me, he said, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm just tired of being alone. And I was like, I get that. I get that heavy. And when a lot of us are tired of being alone, we rush into things that are not for us. We look at the universe that is steadily bringing us what we're asking for. It's just helping us get organized and get ready so that when we get that thing, we're in a better place. We're in the place we want to be in, because you wouldn't still be working if your higher self didn't want to be in a different place. Like, you'd already be with your soulmate if your higher self was okay with it just happening right now. But by the nature of it not happening right now, it means that there's stuff that you're supposed to be growing into, things you're supposed to be enjoying. Maybe you're not supposed to be waiting around. Maybe you're supposed to get really busy and excited about other stuff. And then while you're in the midst of that other stuff, you turn around and there your boy or your girl or your person is, waiting to give you the business. Come through the business. But yeah, man. I want to make sure I showed you guys all this jewelry before I go. I want to make sure I showed y'all everything. Okay, good. I did. I showed you guys everything. Oh my god. This smells so good. Oh, I can't wait to use these. I'm probably gonna do like a love ritual tomorrow. I love rituals, and I love doing love rituals. I have a couple of ideas like for content that I want to do, and I guess I can share this. One of the things I would like to do is have a series that specifically focuses on what I do in my spiritual practices, you know, to kind of help anybody who's like, yeah, like I want to do this, but I don't really know how to get started or how to find myself. It's something I've considered. I don't know if I will be moved to do that, but it's something I've thought about. So we'll see. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening right now, and there's a lot of exciting stuff happening for you too. So I would say lock in and hold on, my love. Lock in and hold on. But anyways, I think that's all I have for you all tonight. Let's see, tonight is Friday night, so I think tomorrow I'll definitely have a video for you tomorrow night, and I should have one for you Sunday night as well. That one might be done a bit earlier. I might just pre-record it and then post it like while I'm at this sleepover, so we'll see what happens. But I love you guys so much. Welcome to Love Month, and let's love more together. Let's feel love for ourselves together. You and me and you, both of us together. I love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Okay, I think that's all I have for you guys. I will holler at y'all tomorrow night. Mwah. Much love, sleep well, drink more water even if you're not watching this video, and I'll holler at you guys later. Bye!